The importance of a master's doing from Kent University in cosmology. Why did you choose this subject?
Well, the entire title of my MA is Cultural Cosmology and Divination. So essentially it's the academic study of omens and mainly astrology, so Western astrology. And I chose it, to be honest with you, because I like it, because I'm interested in studying it.
I'm glad that you didn't say that you star pushed it.
No, I'm a big believer that the stars can show us ourselves more clearly, and that they can reveal our potential to us.
Let's come to the question again.
My reason was, I loved it, I was interested in it. It's a new field of study in the West. It's only been since about 2003 that astrology has moved into Western universities again, and I wanted to be a part of it.
I want to interrupt you with one question. When you just used the word that it was reintroduced in the Western universities and started in 2003. While this as a knowledge, cosmology and astrology, there's a knowledge exists ever since the man exists on the earth.
Of course, of course.
So what was the background of this reintroduction of this subject?
What happened was the Enlightenment happened. So we had the whole scientific revolution, and astrology became very vilified at that time in the West, in Western world. And so, yeah, it had been over 200 years since astrology was taught in universities in the West. It was still a part of the culture, you know, horoscopes. We have been reading horoscopes in newspapers and magazines ever since there were newspapers, but taken seriously as a subject, that didn't happen, and it's only now beginning to change in the West. I'm thinking of, for example, I alluded to a little bit earlier, Ibn Arabi. So I wrote my MA dissertation on him, and people can read that on my website on nadiyashah.com. But with my dissertation, you know, I talk about how astrology and the birth chart became a tool of exploration. It became one way that we could glimpse God's plan for our lives, what it is that we were uniquely created to do. And so the techniques changed, the way that the planets were understood changed. Astrology became a tool of self-awareness and self-empowerment. Now, I also want to say that this also really matched the view at the time, which is, you know, with the big monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. One of the highest tenets in these religions is that we have free will. We are self-determining. This is a very, very big deal in these religions. With the Enlightenment, again, astrology was vilified in the West. Astrologers were persecuted to a large extent.
They were supposed to be called Jadugar.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I remember in university, and we're looking at all these court cases and the things that they were saying about astrologers, and it was just so unfortunate that, you know, people who were really trying to help others were being vilified because astrology makes you reflect more on your own life. I mean, astrology is huge in that part of the world. It's very much accepted because there's an understanding that our world is to be seen not only literally but also symbolically, and that our life is meant to teach us about ourselves. And this is just one more way that we can learn more about ourselves.